everyone. We have a lunch here in Bainbridge off the coast of Seattle at the Puget Sound, and we're going to eat our first seafood here in the Pacific Northwest area. This is some blackfish. I'm super excited to have it. Welcome. So welcome everyone, nice to see you here. I'm also going to have some cider, some local cider. This is called Fin River, and it's a blackcurrant cider, 6.5% alcohol. Wow. Fin River, okay, you know, after being in the UK for like a month and a half, I did not realize that in America we make our alcohol stronger. So this is a pint of 6.5% alcohol. That is almost twice as in the UK. Ciders usually in the UK are about 3.9, 4.1. But this one, wow. So, cheers. And I am red because I've been out in the sun a whole lot. So, that does look good. Wow. So unfortunately the live video crashed because there was poor cell phone reception inside the restaurant, but luckily I was able to connect to their Wi-Fi. So now let's enjoy some lunch in Bainbridge, in one of the better cafes, which at the end I will tell you what the name of the cafe is. Do you have sunburn? Yes, I do have sunburn, soccer girl. Did not realize I would need suntan lotion here.
Sorry.
No worries.
I wanted to see how you like the cider.
I'm doing well. Oh yeah, I still haven't drank it yet.
Oh, nice. Check back in a little bit.
So let's try this out. Waitress is very nice. Very nice atmosphere here in Seattle, which I really like. Cheers. Let's try this out. Oh wow. It doesn't taste as strong as it says it is, 6.5. It tastes pretty nice and soft. This is very dangerous because it tastes like a good blackcurrant juice. Wow, that's so good. Great deep flavor of blackcurrant. Blackcurrant has kind of more of a bitter taste to it. So it's more similar to like cranberries, if you ever had that. Let me know, Europeans out there, if you have anything similar to blackcurrant. I'm not sure, blackcurrant is in the UK. I'm not sure if other parts of Europe have blackcurrant. But it has that kind of bittery taste to it. Not sweet cider, but it's not super dry either. It's kind of right there in the middle. And it's dangerous because it tastes literally like blackcurrant juice with apple. I could barely taste the alcohol here. Wow. Someone said that Fin River is a local company based on good quality. And that's good to hear. Fin River cider. Very good. Wow. All right, let's try the sandwich. So I ended up getting my first seafood here in Seattle. A blackfish sandwich with a toasted brioche bun. A little bit burnt, but adds to the aesthetic of it all. So blackfish, I don't think I've tried blackfish in a while. So let's try it out. Blackfish sandwich. Ooh. Wow. It's dripping on me because there's a lot of slaw here. Wow, that's very good. So the slaw is really good, has a little bit of slight spiciness to it. The blackfish itself has a very kind of neutral taste to it, it being what appears to be a white fish. So, but it is well condimented. So it is combined very well with that slaw. I love the brioche bun. The bun does look good. It does appear to be rather fresh. And it is a good combination of having that kind of sweetness of the bun with the spiciness of this fish and slaw. Wow. Blackfish is really good. I'm surprised. Wow. Soccer Girl says I'm lactose intolerant. So this does have slaw, which appears to have some cream in it, but it's not that too creamy. It's a bit spicy, but when it comes to white fishes, you definitely need kind of a little bit more of condiments to it. Lori says bun looks like egg batter bread. Yes, it's a brioche bread. Yeah. So brioche has eggs. I think also has milk in it, and also some sugar. Ron says the bread is a bit burnt. Yeah, it's a bit burnt. Hey John says, what kind of sandwich? Yeah, the sandwich is it's called a blackfish sandwich. Blackfish sandwich with some slaw, a little bit of spiciness, some pickled veggies as well. Really nice touch. I really like it. Really good sandwich. Almost reminds me of a fried chicken sandwich because of the condiments that they put on it. Matt says we passed 100K followers on Facebook. Yes, we did. I've reached 100,000 Facebook followers, which was awesome. To join the 500,000 on TikTok and the 53,000 on Facebook. I mean on YouTube. So thank you so much. Yes, to everyone. I have reached, after nearly 6 years of doing Facebook content, I have reached the milestone of 100K followers. So let me try a salad. So someone earlier wrote about Fin River. Do let me know what you wrote about it earlier. I'll read from the bottle. It says, on a clear day at Fin River, the Olympic Mountains, which are nearby, reign over our organic fields and orchids. Here we are inspired by the craft of cider making, the rooted traditions of agriculture, and the earthly promise of the fruit. We strive to serve the land with cider by caring for our soils, watershed, and community. May this bottle be a celebration of beauty and bounty of the land. I love that. It says, fermented on the farm with a select blend of certified organic Washington apples with the organic blackcurrant juice and organic cane sugar. So it is sweetened. And it has blackcurrant juice. The fermentation comes from the apples. Wow. By the Olympic Mountains. There we go. Which is the national park nearby. It's a local cider. Hey, Elizabeth says it's nice to see you in a new place in the US. Yeah, I'm happy to be in the US. Janice says, I was disappointed when you didn't get 100K in December on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube is a bit harder to grow. It's easier to, I'm trying posting shorts, which hopefully that'll change things up on YouTube. But yeah, it's a little bit harder to grow with just live video. Okay, so for anyone wondering, I will be fixing Nightbot. It's giving British and New York info. I got updated. With the spice, you'll be really red by the end of the finish. Yeah. I'm a little bit like, it's a wonderful sandwich, but I do not want spiciness. Hey, Ron says, any hints for your next destination, Nantucket? Nantucket would actually be a really cool place to visit. It has a whole lot of history. Hopefully, when you get back, you'll see the Olympic Mountains better if the skies are clearer. Yes. Justine says, will you be having many more drinks? Probably this one suffices. This one's 6.5% in alcohol. That's the equivalent of like almost 3 ciders in the UK. So feel free to ask me anything. Let me try the salad. Feel free to ask me anything about Seattle, traveling here in the US. Very good salad. Miss Saab says, yeah, we're back. Doreen says, Newport is another awesome place. Yes, Newport, based on The Gilded Age, is mostly filmed there. Justine says, what's the name of the cafe? Stay tuned at the end of this live video. And Soccer Girl says, I'm so hungry. And he wrote the label back to front. It's because I'm showing the selfie mode, so no. The label is written correctly. Sally says, is this lunch? It is lunch, yes. Enjoying a good blackfish sandwich. So Ron is asking, is Seattle everything you expected? I didn't have too high expectations for Seattle. My expectations were rising before the trip as I was researching about the public transportation. So I was getting hyped that there was an actual walkable city outside of New York, Boston, Washington, D.C., and Chicago. And that's the walkable cities I know of. And, you know, Jersey City and Hoboken, of course. So I was already getting excited that I will be walking around. And it has met that expectation, actually exceed that expectation. And I realized how really easy and modern the public transportation system is, which you'll see this weekend. Aside from that, I didn't have high expectations, so it has exceeded my expectations in the sense that it is a very fun city. It does feel, to me, very similar to traveling in Europe. Because things are pretty close and it seems like it's easy to get around, and there's a lot of coffee shops and a lot of cafes, a lot of restaurants, and I'm very exceeded my expectations with coffee, because my expectations are very high with coffee coming from New York, and I'm actually surprised that A, there's more independent shops here, and B, the coffee quality is pretty good all throughout. Is there any good vintage stores? I haven't been to the vintage, I haven't been to the neighborhoods where there would be vintage stores, so stay tuned this weekend. Lynn says, do you have a driver's license? I do indeed. Shots by Scott D says, my favorite city, the second favorite city, Seattle, after Miami. Justine says, awesome. Yeah, it's much more than Starbucks in the PMW, yes. Yes, much more than Starbucks. Seattle is a coffee city, that's why we created Starbucks. So Starbucks is, in essence, the very reason why Seattle's a coffee city. If it weren't for Starbucks, I think if it weren't for Starbucks, most of the US would still be drinking Folgers or Nescafe or instant coffee. I think Starbucks is the reason why we're drinking good coffee all around the US and many other parts of the world which weren't accustomed to drinking good coffee, like China and other major countries. Let me know what other country is out there, but China is one of them. That good coffee culture was introduced. Peet's Coffee is the progenitor to Starbucks. I'll talk more about the history soon. and that's based in San Francisco. But Pete's Coffee never reached the huge ubiquitousness of Starbucks. So Starbucks reached middle America, reached suburban America in showing good coffee, or better than instant coffee or store-bought coffee by the can. Daryl says, but Starbucks sucks. It's not the best coffee. Their quality is indeed dipping. I feel so bad that the quality is going down. But I think it's very important to appreciate its impact. Ron says Folgers ain't that bad. I bet there's better coffee in the Philippines. Ron. Phil's coffee is better than Pete's Coffee. I can't wait to try Phil's. I think that's mostly a California brand. And someone just mentioned San Francisco is also a walkable city. Indeed, yes. So San Fran is probably the only walkable city I knew of in the West Coast. I didn't realize Seattle would be walkable. I heard Portland is pretty walkable as well. Howard Schultz got his idea for Starbucks from coffee cafes in Italy. He did indeed, Marcy. Yeah. Soccer Girl says, have you seen stuff about North Korea? I don't really look into current news. Starbucks didn't survive in Australia, says Justine. Yeah, it didn't. So Starbucks, where there was already an implemented coffee culture, there was really no need for a Starbucks. Italy didn't need a Starbucks. France didn't need a Starbucks. England didn't need too many Starbuckses. Ireland, neither. And also Australia. Not too many Starbuckses were needed. Japan, too. I mean, it's Starbucks is around Japan, but Japan has a coffee culture that predates Starbucks. And here, there's one more cool thing about the coffee cups. I'll show it to you. There's the New York coffee cups. So you see those blue coffee cups? Those are New York coffee cups. So those are New York coffee cups that they have here for some reason. Okay, everyone, I'll stick around for about 5 more minutes. Feel free to ask me anything else. This is Hitchcock Cafe in Bainbridge. Cafe Hitchcock in Bainbridge. Hitchcock, like the movie director, in Bainbridge. I do recommend it. Great sandwich, great cider, and yes, they do have the New York coffee cups for some reason. I'm a little bit coffeeed out. Too much coffee today, but it's cool that they have them. Lynn says, looks like a great fish sandwich. It is, but the bun is a bit burnt, but yeah, it's very good. Fremont Coffee Company is fantastic, says Scotty. Ooh, cool. You're hard, Fremont. Thank you so much. Fremont is on my list. Stay tuned. Cynthia says, be careful with downtown Seattle. Oh yes, I'm aware. Coming from New York, it's not that much of a shock. But yes, Seattle, like New York, suffers from a lot of homelessness. If you're from Europe, Western Europe, this is going to be a little bit of a shock. It is quite unfortunate, but if you're used to New York, you'll be okay. Just don't walk around areas that are too empty in Seattle, just like New York. Nick says your face must be on fire. I am a bit warm, yeah. I got sunburned. I did not expect to be sunburned. That's why I did not even think of packing a hat or any sunscreen. And I was indeed a lot of sun. There was barely shade all day today. Yeah. Oh, it's very good sandwich and very good cider as well.
It's like my favorite cider I've ever had.
And it's dangerous because it almost tastes like juice.
I know, that's the thing too. I'm just like, okay, gotta slow down.
Right. I noticed you guys have the New York coffee cups. The blue
Yeah,
ones.
isn't that fun? Yeah, they're actually ceramic too.
Oh, they're ceramic.
Yeah.
Also, they're coffee cups to stay.
You got it.
Oh,
You
that's
got
so cool.
it. Yeah, such a cute idea.
It is a cute idea. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So those are a ceramic version. Amanda says, I was homeless for 3 years as a young girl. It was so hard. My pleasure. My condolences, Amanda. It seems like you have gotten out of that rut. It's good to hear. I mean, we do have to help the people who are indeed homeless. I'm very curious at how the Western Europe does it, especially like UK. They do a very good job somehow managing, not letting people out in the middle of busy city streets, but at the same time providing some type of housing and psychiatric support for the people who do need it. So that's very good. I hope you got out of rut. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lori says, try visiting Ballard. A lot of people have mentioned Ballard. Ballard. Okay, I will look into it. Is Ballard outside? Kay says, put some aloe vera on your face. I might need to buy some aloe vera, yeah. Amanda says, yeah, it's okay. Yes, my life got a lot better. I'm in social work. Oh, Amanda, that's good to hear. Easter's around the corner, says Soccer Girl. It is indeed. Veronica says, do you get manicures? No, I don't get manicures. And I'm a fan of Tim Horton these days, says Ron. Ooh, Tim Horton, there's in the Philippines? That's interesting. Yeah, Tim Horton, it's like Dunkin' Donuts, very similar. There's a lot of cute walkable neighborhoods in Seattle. Yes, Chris, that's why I'm excited about Seattle, is that there's neighborhoods similar to New York, and the neighborhoods have character, which I'm super excited to explore more. Amanda says, make sure you check out the U District. Lois says, what happened to your last live? Unfortunately, the cafe had very poor cell phone reception, and I tried to connect to Wi-Fi, but unfortunately my app and YouTube and Facebook, if you try to switch over to Wi-Fi, it crashes, and it crashed, unfortunately. But here I am. Bellor is a hip waterfront neighborhood. Ooh, cool, says Tammany. Craft brewers. Ooh, that's awesome here. Timmy's is much better than Dunkin', says Robert. Alright. I'll try it out when I go to Canada. I'll give it a try. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back every day at Thursdays through Sundays at 1 p.m. Seattle time, 4 p.m. New York City time, 9 p.m. UK, 10 p.m. Western Europe. So that's 1 p.m. Seattle time, Thursdays through Sundays. I'll be live. This weekend, I'll be showing you other parts of Seattle. And you'll be seeing the public transportation, the markets, the food, the coffee. You'll be seeing a lot of cool things. So feel free to tune in. And if you want to get bonus footage, such as museums or access to 360 videos, VR videos, behind the scenes, patreon.com/urbanist. And also this month, I'll be sending postcards from Seattle. Some people will be getting Bainbridge postcards. And you'll be getting postcards from the second city we visit, wherever that city might be, within April. So become a mega urbanist if you want to get postcards. This is Bainbridge. Highly recommend Bainbridge. It's a fun ride. It's a fun place to get to. The ferry ride is beautiful in and of itself. Come here if it's sunny because you'll see more of the views. Everyone, check out Cafe Hitchcock. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a great day. Bye-bye.